Isn't that funny how it says that now? This meeting is being recorded. Welcome to the call, everyone. It's so nice to see you guys. I've kind of shifted the team call setting. I know we've always had an hour in the past to Hubbub, but I mean, there's so many impactful calls in a week between the National Wake Up Call, the Slay Squad, the Empower Squad call, Amy's call, that I really feel this is best served as like a Power 30 together at this point. And then it's always evolving and changing. So if we need more time to dig into deeper trainings as things shift, moving into October and whatnot, when we have the new share cards, we can do bigger trainings here. But I really wanted to keep this a Power 30 to talk about specific topics and to help you guys navigate your business. So welcome everyone to the call. Welcome Holly. Look at you laying out in freaking Arizona. So Holly just joined the team recently. Welcome to the team. She's amazing. She's a nurse and she happens to be in Scottsdale where I will be tomorrow. This is so kismet. So we're planning to meet up there. Welcome Allie. Welcome Doreen, Lucy, Jess, Charlotte, Megan. So good to see all of you guys. A couple things that I know I want to talk about today. And then I'll also, we can either start with anything you guys want to talk about specifically, but there are a couple things that I want to talk about regards to retention of your coaches, preferred customer versus coach, especially when it comes to an income perspective, what our jobs really are and keeping that in mind and where our mindsets tend to go. So I can kick it off there, but before I do, I would love to hold space since I don't have any slides for this week for you all to share either a win from this week, something that you're super proud of for yourself and your own journey, or a win from this week that came from your challenge group or from your team, or another coach that you want to shout out for supporting you. So with that said, does anybody want to kick it off with some recognition?
I'll go. That girl I told you about last week, the one that was like a PC for like a week and then decided to coach, she's already Emerald and in Success Club. Month 1, locked it in like 3 days. She's joining a Team Cup team and is like, I'm going to say she'll probably be Diamond by the end of Team Cup. So excited.
I am so excited to hear that, especially because I feel like it was less than 30 days ago that you're like, I am just not attracting women that want to build this business with me. And then it was like, oh, and look, as soon as you voiced it, look what the universe served you. It's so amazing. Congratulations. I'm so happy to hear about your team growth. That's really exciting.
Yeah, I have people coming to Super Saturday, Meredith.
Yay.
For the first time.
And it's going to be amazing. We're going to have a great Super Saturday. Plug real quick for Super Saturday. I know it was talked about last week, but my internet kept cutting out. Make sure you get to a Super Weekend event, Super Saturday event. They're happening all over. If you need help finding one, there is a link in the Coach Online office under the breaking news that should help you find local ones. I'm also going to be coming back from leadership probably with a list of them to help you guys get to your local meetups as well. Anyone else want to share some cool wins from the week or anything on your personal journey?
I mean, I'll share the fact that I that I was a 1-star on this week's National Wake Up Call. That's pretty exciting. I don't know.
I do know, super big, super big. It also means that you're going to get your invitation to New Leader Conference. I'm super proud of you. It also means that your Diamond Coach Beth has just locked and loaded with you and is building her business with you. And those are huge things. That speaks a lot to not just your leadership, but the camaraderie and the team culture that you're building, which is something that I'll be talking about a little bit today with our retention conversation. It was so good to see your name shouted out on the National Wake Up Call, and also to shout you out. You just recently did that presentation for Diamonds and Star Diamonds in the Diamond Star Diamond page that corporate actually reached out to you and asked you to do. So big ups to you, Jess. It's so fun to watch you rise. I'm so proud of you.
I couldn't do it without everyone on this call.
I know it, girl.
I love it.
Same. Congratulations to you. Anyone else want to do a shout? Okay, well, I am gonna shout Lucy out because she tags me every day in her freaking workout, and that girl is training for a marathon, working out every single day, freaking slaying the game, accountability partner, like number one. She's amazing, and I'm just super proud of you for showing up every single day through the hard, Lucy. Like you really remind me of just like how to push through hard-ish. Like if there's one person who's like pushing through hardish on her fitness journey, I'm like, man, you juggle a lot. So kudos to you, dos. And a big shout out to Taylor and to Sarah Spino and Taylor P, who are not on the call today because they've got jobs and stuff. But they held their diamonds for 6 weeks together and really worked as a team along with Jess and Beth. And that helped me advance my second business center. And I've been trying to advance my second business center at length. We're talking many, 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 many years. So that was a really big thing. And again, just like Jess says, like I couldn't have done it alone. You have to do these things with a team. And it's also why it's so important for the conversation that I'm going to have today about preferred customer versus coach and team culture and all of that, why it's so important to focus on specific things in our business. Okay. So we're going to use these last 20 minutes to hammer all that out. And then if there's anything else that comes up, you can either drop it in the chat box or we can openly discuss it. You guys know I'm like cards on the table, open to discussing anything. So the first thing, and really how this came up, Taylor will listen to the replay. Taylor was posting we have a little chat thread, and she posted in it this morning and said, you know what, I got 3 coach cancellations and I knew 2 of them were coming in, but yeah, third one, and you know, like it just got me in the gut. And I know it's part of the business and I'm here for it. And I'm going to focus on the wins, but it's still like, it's that momentary like feeling of just, oof, right? And so obviously I'm not benign to this. I've been coaching for 8 years. The more people you enroll, the more people you'll have cancel. And the more people that are in your downline, the more of those cancellation emails you will see from not just your personally sponsored coaches, but your coaches, and whatnot. So trust me, I know all about that. Here's a few things I will say is number one, always, and this has to go to, this really is about mindset, right? Like our work, let's never forget our work as coaches. And this is why I always say that I would do this work, whether I made a penny of it at it or not. Our work as coaches is to work on ourselves, is to advocate health, to inspire others, and to invite others to join us. And those essentially line up with our core values, right? Be proof the products work, invite, connect, follow up, do personal development, and help people get results. Same sort of thing, right? But all I'm saying to kind of like change the verbiage around it so it's not so Beachbody is work on yourself, work on your mindset, improve yourself, inspire others, and invite others to join you. And I advocated health and have been inviting people to come to my yoga classes and check out my blog and go to spin class with me for long before I ever became a Beachbody coach, right? So let's always remember the core of this. And I think Emily Lemoyne on our national wake up call, who by the way, for those of you who don't know her yet, she's on our team. So I think she spoke really well to this. It's to really focus on those core values and never forget that's what we do. And so in that, you end up building so much team culture. If this is stuff you really care about, if these are ideologies of yours, you build so much team culture within that setting, right? It's like hosting a group fitness class or leading a wellness workshop or being a leader of some sort of health movement. You are taking care of people, whether they are a customer or a coach or anything. It's just bringing people along with you, advocating health and being in this together. So that's number one. So number two, when you start to build the team, the difference between the preferred customer and the coach, the good thing about the new preferred customer program is that it helps you get quick wins, right? If you don't have a lot of experience as a coach and you're not really sure that people want it, like you haven't been like feeling, I don't know, you're uncomfortable inviting into coaching or whatever it is, it helps you get fast wins to build your team, right? You can rank advance. You can hit Emerald really quickly by bringing on 2 preferred customers that never have to drop their social security number in, that never have to enroll as a coach or feel like they have to coach anyone or earn income. They just get the perks, benefits, discounts, and all that, right? And they get a spot in your genealogy. So again, great perk. You can build a diamond really quick. So the women that all bypass, like Jess and Beth and Taylor and Sarah, everyone that I just mentioned that bypassed their 6-week quals, they did that because they found ease in inviting not just coaches in, but they were able to plug holes and sign up people as preferred customers, right? Again, very quick wins to build your team and to advance in rank. This is important because I do firmly believe as you advance in rank and you start to get shouted out by your upline coaches, by sister coaches, you get more recognition, people start to take you more seriously. People look towards you and they go, okay, I might have some friends that do this coaching thing, but like Megan's really doing it. Charlotte's really doing it. Holly's really doing it. I just saw her get her shout out at Diamond, right? So it helps you get that advancement quickly. It also helps you get into our upper level discussions. So once you hit Diamond, you go into our Diamond pages. My upline coach, who's a 7-time top 10 coach, hosts calls I think they're every other week now. So they're bigger conversations about trainings that we can pair up on together, things we want to do as a team together, leadership conversations. So I want you to get there quickly. It also awards you a spot on our next Diamond team retreat, all the things, right? Very important, very, very important things. But here's where the downfall is, okay? For those of you who have been a coach for a moment, and have had some success with this, you will know this, is when you enroll, actually, let me back this up. I want you to think on your own, what has excited you the most about your coach journey? I'm talking about since the day you signed up. Like, really close your eyes and think about, what were you most excited for? Or maybe that first win. Like, what was the first win you really loved that really fired you up? What was the second win and the third win? I would encourage you to journal on that. Because everything I'm about to, Charlotte's like helping people hit a goal. Everything I'm about to tell you about why bringing on coaches builds your business and where the magic happens, it's because only things that coaches can do. I don't even know if that came out right or made any sense. But being that, it has always been said to me in any business development with Beachbody that the reason why it's helpful to bring individuals on as coaches and not just like, hey girl, get a discount and join the team, but hey, join the team. Let's help you get your first accountability buddy in here. Because as we all know, it's easy for us to join a boot camp and be like, I'm going to show up for myself for the next 21 days and I'm going to show up with this crew of people I don't know. But it's also really easy to take the back door on yourself because, I mean, the accountability from your coach might be there or from a group might be there, but you're not showing up for anyone you actually know, which is what in the end heightens your accountability, which is why coaching makes you show up in a different way. The reason why Moira is the #1 coach in the network, she will tell you, is because the day she decided to sign up her girlfriends was the day she went all in on herself, because she no longer could make an excuse to me of why she was having a sugar bender, right? Because she all of a sudden had these girls that signed up with her and they're doing it together. So the magic of your own personal transformation, which again is our job, goes back to those core values. Your job is to work on you, to show up for you, to inspire others and invite others. The reason why we have success as coaches is because we're brought into this new sense of accountability. If you bring on a preferred customer and you say to your preferred customer, why don't you bring someone into the boot camp? If she doesn't have the opportunity to earn income, then she's basically either just referring people to you and you're going to enroll people that she should be enrolling, right? Or she's just not going to feel like she really needs to because she's not a coach. Why does she really need to do that? She joined you to join this boot camp because you're giving her the accountability, right? She's not going to show up the same. Not to mention, again, this goes back to everything I've learned with Beachbody for the past 8 years. The reason why coaches last longer than a customer is not just that they get discounts for, like a customer, the retention's probably going to be a month or two before they're like, I can't afford $130 a month. I either have to sign up as a preferred customer or coach, or I've got to find another product, right? They just don't have the same skin in the game. But if you get a coach on board and they get their first paycheck, what do you think happens? That first paycheck is everything. Whether it's somebody that you've actually taken the time to help and said, hey, get on your Coach Online office and put in your direct deposit and get that money right into your account. Or let's say you never said that, but you told them, go out and invite your friends to get into this boot camp. And one of them orders and she gets a check in the mail a week later or 2 weeks later. She's like, how did I earn this $50? That's always the first question someone asks me as a new coach. Like if they help someone early on and they don't really understand that the power of coaching, they're like, I don't even know exactly what I did, but I just got a $50 paycheck. That's the magic of coaching. Because when you're feeling so good because you're on your journey and you're seeing personal results and you're a part of a community that uplifts you and you're part of a team culture that you can't help but want to invite people to, and all of a sudden you start earning money, like that's the magic of coaching. And that breeds duplication, okay? So when it comes to seeing your income grow on the team building side, we all know you can grow income through commissions, right? Help somebody get started in boot camp. As a customer even, you're gonna make a commission based on whatever you give them. Challenge packets around 35%. Standard product, 25%. Beachbody On Demand standalone, 40%, right? You can earn commissions, but that doesn't mean that person has a lot of skin in the game. If they sign up with Beachbody On Demand for an annual, they don't buy product, maybe you bring them into a community, maybe you don't have a community for them because everyone that joins my community, they have to come in with a challenge pack. So it's like they don't get the whole, kit and caboodle that really gets them invested. So, how can they get more skin in the game? When you enroll someone as a coach and they start building their business, they start helping somebody, they bring their first coach on, that creates duplication in your downline, which is also creating volume in your downline. Everything in the Beachbody, store has a volume amount associated with it. You bonus when you're an Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, Star Diamond, you bonus off the volume in your downline. So Beachbody pays you on your leadership. As you develop leaders and you help co-mentor other women who are joining your team and you help those women have success, you bonus, you earn more income. But if all you're doing is bringing on preferred customers cannot bring on preferred customers because they don't have the opportunity to enroll people. So you're only getting one level deep. Do you see what I'm saying? Multi-generational growth when you're working with a network business is very, very important to the financial outcome of your bonus structure. And I'm not just talking rank, right? This could be like bringing on somebody who brings on an Emerald, who brings on someone who's an Emerald. Like it could be Emerald duplication over and over. And it doesn't matter. It's still bonusing off of volume. As an Emerald coach, you max at $250 a week. That's what, $1,000 a month in bonuses? If you had a bunch of Emeralds on your team that were building a team culture with you, not bad, right? That's you helping two people. That's them helping two people. And then you move to Diamond and you're looking at a totally different bonus structure. But, and I should do this training again. I have a training I've done a while back on, it was called the 500 PV mindset. If you want to search it on my YouTube, I can even pull it up into the team page. And I show you the difference between working with a basic Diamond team or a basic Emerald team, which is essentially a preferred customer Diamond team, right? Where nobody but you is helping people. Everybody else is just kind of a warm body on your team that's getting discounts. The volume, AKA the income you can earn, is not a lot. But when you shift and you have a team of coaches, individuals who are actually helping people, even if they're not building giant teams or small teams, even if they have this 500 PV mindset where they're like, I'm going to help at least X amount of people per month so that I have my Shakeology covered, so that I earn a little income on the side. I have $100 on the side. Maybe I hit Emerald and maybe I teach my coaches to do the same. It's simple duplication. And somewhere, if you're trusting the process, someone's going to come on board to that team culture. They may be somebody you bring on or somebody that they bring on or somebody that person brings on, that person brings on, that person brings on, but they're going to decide to do this thing. While I have incredible personally sponsored coaches who have done amazing things in this business, what has built my leadership bonuses long-term is not just my personally sponsored coaches. Jess Griffin, 15-star diamond, 4 generations deep from me. Hannah Roberts, 2 generations deep from me, 15-star diamond. Danielle Porter, 5-star diamond, 2 generations deep on the opposite leg. I did not sponsor these women, but I'll tell you, I'm very close friends with them, because from the day that they arrived on the team, no matter how many levels deep they were, they knew me. When I saw their name, they're on the board hitting Success Club 6 and building this business, they got a reach out from me. Like, hey, I see you doing big things. I would love to learn about you and your goals, and how can I support you? I built a team culture that was supportive and loving, focused on the foundations of our business, which is work on ourselves, develop our mindset. Again, that's working on yourself, inspiring others, and inviting others, advocating health and inviting others. And that last piece is so important, because you can be a shiny model of positivity till the day is done on your Instagram or on your Facebook. And that looks great. It's a beautiful highlight reel, but it doesn't become personal until you have that one-on-one connection with somebody. The behind the scenes is where the magic happens. I just got off a call 20 minutes before this team call, and it was with somebody who's potentially going to join the team as a coach. And the first thing I did when I got her inquiry, when we started talking, was I said, are you available to talk today at 11 a.m.? Or it was short notice because we started talking the other day, but I was like, can you get on the phone at 11 a.m. before our team call? And she was able to make that happen. But I was even saying to her, like, this is the magic. This is where the magic happens. It's not, because her fear was social media. I'm like, social media is great. You can share a lot of things, but if you're not making personal conversations on the back end, you're just like everybody else out there in the health and fitness world, like sharing positivity. It's awesome. I'm not downplaying it, but the business growth happens when you empower people behind the scenes, not just with do this boot camp with us, but hey, why don't you join the team as a coach? And the first, if people say to me like, girl, I could never do what you're doing. I'm not like you. I've got like 20 pounds to lose. I'm like, I can't even coach myself. How can I coach somebody else? I would say to them, well, that's exactly why you should be a coach. You should invite a friend in to do this with you. And so you have heightened accountability, but let's just say that's not where you're at right now. We'll circle back to this conversation a couple weeks into your challenge. Let's just get you started today so you can start working on yourself and feeling better, right? And then what's going to happen in 2 weeks when she's on her Shakeology for a week and she feels amazing and she's 2 weeks into whatever program, she's already lost 5 pounds. She's so proud of herself. I'm going to say, hey, have your friends noticed, right? Are you ready to join the team yet? We'd really love to have you on the team. And I'm going to start building that team culture and empowering her to invite her friends into the team. Again, coaches, not preferred customers. They can sign up as a preferred customer. They're going to have to upgrade to a coach, but I still have to have that conversation. If I sign them up as a preferred customer, I still have to treat it like a customer that came in. And 2 weeks in, I have to say, okay, you're ready to be a coach. I want you to bring your first friend in. I want, by the next boot camp, we're going to be doing this together. You're going to be co-leading this with me. It's all about empowering others and building that team culture. The last thing I want to say, and then maybe 2 more things. 1, simple systems. Create simple systems for you. You do not feel like you need to be on all the time. Set business hours, create boundaries. Know that the business grows, like I said, on the back end, which is with the invites, which means you need to sit down and make a list of who you want to invite or who you want to follow up with, or take the time if you put up a story the day before that had some sort of call to action, that you take the time to go in and look at who watched your story, and then you're going to invite however many of those people, 5 of those people, 10 of those people, or start 10 organic conversations. Hey girl, I saw you on my story the other day. I'm so excited to connect. Have you been considering joining the team, or had you considered joining the boot camp with me? I'm just about to start my 2nd round. I would love to have a new accountability partner. I'd love to have an accountability partner. It'd be great to do this with you. Simple invitations. It's like, if they say no, no big deal. But if they say yes, or maybe, or not right now, you're going places, right? So simple systems, business hours and boundaries, focusing on the IPAs. And again, to the mindset piece, focusing on the wins. This kind of goes all the way full circle to what Taylor was saying in the beginning. What I was mentioning, she said, is she was so great about like, oh, it's a sucker punch, but like, I'm going to focus on the wins. Like, I have a new coach of mine that's, put up her first post and like all these great things. Our minds are always going to go to the negative. That's just how we're programmed as humans. This is why we have to do the personal development work. Our mind is always going to focus on the negative, and then we're going to tunnel on that. So we have to purposefully redirect and train our minds. Do you know we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts that pop into our brain a day? 98%, I'm going to say, are recycled content, meaning it's the same thoughts you have every single day. And until you break the pattern and interrupt it by doing something differently, like personal development, like when you get down on yourself, getting up, jumping around, going and doing something differently, it doesn't break the pattern. You have to break the pattern. So focusing on those wins are really important. But here's another thing I want you to keep in mind. When you have a preferred customer or a coach leave your team, okay? And like I said, like there are as many people come onto the team, there's plenty of people who leave the team. The higher your numbers, the higher your losses too. But that is the nature of this business. Just like any job you've ever gone to, you are not required to fall in love and stay. You are always welcome to interview again and come back, essentially. But you have to remember this energetically can help you redirect. Because sometimes we get so excited about someone or something because of a story we've created, whether it was based off something they told us or something that we saw in them. Everything in our world is stories, right? So we get so attached to these stories, and when somebody leaves our business, we get so hurt because of a story we've told ourselves, when really what we should be doing is blessing, releasing, thanking them for letting go, for cutting that cord, so you can energetically redirect where your energy goes and put it somewhere purposeful. Because obviously that wasn't a purposeful place for your energy to go if they were that easy to go out the back door, right? And I've gone through this so many times that I know that generally speaking, we're giving a lot of energy to someone or something that's not needed. And so when that cord gets cut, it's thank you, bless and release. Let's shift the focus and focus on the positive and the people that I really want to attract in, and use it as a lesson. I mean, me and Jess talk about this all the time, is like these things that happen, they're like lessons. And thank God they happen, because they teach you things that you would never be able to mentor your team with had they not happened to you and you had to work your way through that experience first. So that's all I wanted to share today. I really wanted to discuss the difference and the highlights and the lowlights, in my personal opinion, of using the preferred customer program, of understanding what will bring in income from a team perspective as you start building your team, and really diving into that team culture, and always just back to the heart of why you're here. But with that said, who has anything they want to share, any questions, or if there's another topic you want to make sure we cover, we can extend the line for a little bit longer.
I'm super jealous of your trip. I hope you have so much fun.
Thank you. Leadership is the most fun trip of the year, right next to NLC, which, by the way, everybody still has the opportunity to earn their way to NLC. So if you're already a diamond coach, obviously you're so close, like Charlie, you're so close. So I think the cutoff is hitting 1 star by, I think Sarah said it in the group the other day, I think it's November 18. You have to count back from the last Thursday of the year, 6 Thursdays. That last Thursday of the year would be the last, what they call bonus week, which is your pay cycle. So you have to hold your qualification for 6 weeks. That means you have to hold your diamond, and your diamond has to hold your diamond. So I want to say it's November 18th, but the sooner you can get it done, the better, because that way, if there's a slip at the beginning of qualification, you have time to get back in. For those of you that aren't a diamond yet, you can absolutely still do it. GM just hit diamond in the first 30 days of her business, and she's halfway to 1 star. She's been coaching for 6 weeks. Okay. So, I mean, if you want to do it rubber to the road, it can be done. She'll definitely be going to new leader. I have no doubt that she'll hit that. She hit diamond in a month, and she's halfway to 1 star. And for those of you that are like, maybe that's a little bit faster than I'm ready to move, I would say make sure that you're diamond by, I don't even want to say year end. I feel like that gives you way too much wiggle room. Like, screw year end. Like, you like put rubber to the road now on at least getting that first advancement, because now with the personal or with the preferred customer launch, it is so much easier to bring in warm bodies on your team, which you will later have to replace or add to with working bodies on your team. But get there, because as you know, we always do a diamond retreat. I had a slated one for October, but the girls that were all qualified for it, just all of them, the majority of mamas, everybody's like, kids just back in school, Delta variant. And I'm the same. I'm like, I'm not excited about too much travel right now either. So we decided to shift it to next year, early next year. So it'll probably be like, I have to look at the dates of everything from when New Leader is to when our Success Club trip is and all that. But it'll be like sometime between February and May. So, but to hit it, you have to become diamond by the end of the year, right? That's your first. And really, here's the magic, is if you hit diamond by the end of the year, you have time to advance to 1-star by the time of that trip and earn additional things that we'll be doing on that trip for advanced leaders. Often I've done things like the girls that hit 1-star before the trip, they get a massage. Or, you know, if there's extra room in the house, like you have the opportunity to bring your diamond with you. So there's so many things that you can do, but you've got to get into action now to build your team. So get on a Team Cup team if you're not already on one, so you can make that happen in October. And yes, leadership is the most fun trip ever, but we're not doing team building this year because it's called team building. It's like the American Ninja Warrior course. Like, it's an obstacle course. It's so much fun. But you know, COVID shut that down. So no team building. Other questions?
So I do have a question about like qualification, and I saw it in the back office somewhere and it was just kind of unclear. I know we have to hold for 6 weeks, but then it says if you hit it in December, you only have to hold for 4.
No.
I saw that and I was like, that can't be. I
know. I don't want to confuse anyone, but here's something new they did in the past like few years. This is only if you formerly were, this is not for NLC. This would be for leadership, which is 5-star and up. And if you were formerly a 5-star diamond. So generally, to earn things like, to earn different things, you generally have to hold for these qualification periods of 6 weeks. It has to fall within one of our quarters. So if you start a qualification at the end of one quarter, not for rank advancing, but for like the bonuses, if you start a qualification at the end of one quarter and then you end it at the beginning of another quarter, you got to extend it longer. There's just like little things. But again, that's for like once you're like 5-star doing all these things, right? But no, so for you would need to hold and for the 6 weeks. Anytime you're attaining a new rank, you have to hold it for 6 weeks, always. For someone like myself, I'm a 5-star diamond. Actually, I'm a 9-star diamond, but because I am at least 5-star diamond, let's say I like all my diamonds pieced out, right? And then like, where are my people? I would have to be 5-star diamond for 1 week in December to earn my invitation, I believe, to leadership. There's different things, but that's basically what it is. Meaning I've already held my 6 weeks. I'm a lifetime 9-star, you know? So it's a little bit different. For rank advancing, you have to do the hold. And it's encouraged for every rank. Because also remember, like, we work as a team. And the reason why we are an elite team and we continue to be an elite team year after year after year, it's not because of the leader. I mean, I edify myself a little bit. Like, I mean, like, there's good leadership, but it's not just the leadership. We work as a team together. And everything that everybody does on the team brings points, which elite is a point system, right? Like, there's certain things like how many diamonds do you advance a year? How many emeralds do you advance a year? But not just advance, like advance and hold their rank that are serious, right? How many success starters are you producing a year? How many women on your team from this year and last that are newly building their business are in Success Club every single month? So the work you do every single month, not only does it build your business, it builds our team recognition. So when I proudly say we're a 7-time elite, 7-time top 100 team, you should be saying that too. That's not me. I am one leader on, like, sure, I might be like man at the top of the totem pole on this team, right? But at the same time, like, that is the work we do. Like, Jess needs to be saying, we're a 7-time elite, 7-time top 100 team. You need to be on our team. Best trainings, best mentorship, best support, right? That's you. You're the reason why we're 7-time top 100. Because when, like, Jess hit 1 star, that's 25 leadership advancement points. That moves us up. If we're in the top 200, we might have just moved up to the top 100 with those 25 points. Every time there's a new success starter, another 25 leadership advancement points. When anybody moves from diamond to 1 star to 2 star to 3 star to 4 star, all the way up to 5 star, 25 advancement points. If you advance your secondary CBC, 25 advancement points. So all these things that we do when we work together as a team, it elevates our team. It elevates the team recognition, right? So just always know, no matter how new or how seasoned you are in this business, what you do does not only build your business, it builds your team's recognition. And anyone who wants to build a business is going to look for mentors out there who are on top teams that are producing support and top level training. Am I right or am I left, Holly? Right? Like, I'm right on that. People look for it. So you have to lead with it. Because just remember, like Jess is a great example. She's been on the team for a year. So Jess leads. We're a 7-time elite, 7-time top 100 team. She hasn't been on the coach for 7 years, but the training she offers is the exact same training I offer. National Wake Up Call, Slay Squad call, Empower Squad call, this call, support from me in our small groups and pods, support from her, because that's why they reached out to her, because they love her and love her voice, right? Any of our team trainings, any of our upline trainings, they get all that. They get everything you get, plus anything additional you want to offer, right? So be confident when you lead with that. I mean, you can even use Amy's. Like, I led with Amy's until I built my own for our team. Amy's, you're on a 7-time top 10 team. That's my upline coach that you learn from on Thursdays. 7-time top 10, right? Like, your sister coach, Moira Casaba, is the #1 coach in the network. She got the exact same training you got. She was sponsored by me, right? We built our businesses together. She joined my team a 1.5 years after I became a coach. She gets all the same things you guys get. So just remember that. Lead with that. If you want to lead with, when you're talking to people, if you want to grow this business, join a top team. That's what we are. We have the top leaders. So, like, right now, Moira Casaba, last year, top 10. Currently, she's the #2 coach in the network. Erin Hopkins, currently #6 coach in the network. Jess Griffin, currently #11 in the network. Hannah Roberts, currently #16 in the network. Amy Silverman, currently Amy's 16. Hannah's, I think, in the 30s right now. Katie Moore is like in the 20s. Jolie's in the 20s or 30s. Courtney's #48. Emily Lemoyne's #50. There are people in there that I'm missing. Like, I'm just like, you guys are on a top team. My first year as a coach, totally green, had no idea what I was doing. I ended the year #14 in the network. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was doing what I'm teaching you to do. Working on myself, advocating health, and inviting others to do that with me. All of that, even the advocating health part. Partner with me and let's freaking change the landscape of health in America, and now in Canada and in France and the UK, which wasn't the case when I signed up. But partner with me and let's change the landscape of health and wellness in the world today. Let's really help people. That's our job. Okay, you guys, it went a little longer than I had planned, but I'm going to love you and leave you. If you have any questions that come up, of course, let me know. I will see you next Tuesday on the team call. I will have a recap of everything that we learn from leadership, anything that I can disclose. I'll probably just be jamming things into the page as I learn them. There's always fun things that we get to hear that are happening there. So you'll keep your eyes on all the elite coaches so you know what's kind of rolling down the pipe, and we'll reconvene next Tuesday, same time, same channel. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you next week. And Holly, I'll see you even sooner.